All right, so it looks like we have two athletes of the week. The first one's out of CrossFit Odyssey, Lance Sharp. Congratulations, buddy. So it seems that Lance, when he first started, was at 212 pounds at 21.9% body fat. And just through commitment, determination, being focused, since July, he's lost 20 pounds and about 14% body fat, dropping him down to a current 14% total body fat. And here's what CrossFit Odyssey had to say about him. Lance went skiing this past holiday and said that this was the first time he had ever skied without any pain or soreness in his legs or hips. And he was able to keep up with his wife and kids the entire time he was there, which is the real reason we do all the crazy stuff we do in CrossFit. No one cares if you can do toes to bars or push-up, but when you're able to apply that fitness to quality time with people you love, now that is priceless. Congratulations, Lance. We're going to give you our athlete of the week. It's Friday. It's the weekend. Let's see what's going on this weekend. What do you got going on?
This weekend is actually NTX Winter Worlds Part 2. It's on 50 and over, 40 and over for men's. You got women's, the upper and lower division, and then you got men's E out there. My women's team is actually playing D. I got some girls coming in from Oklahoma, one coming in from West Texas, some other local girls. Majority of my team is the first time all playing together, so I hope they do well. And I got picked up by E men's team out of South Texas. It's STX Mob, / Crew Sports, so I'm going to be pitching for them this weekend, so I'm hoping to show out for them and do my thing. But it's in Mansfield, Big League Dreams. If you like to watch women play softball, if you just like watching women, period, show up out there. It'll be a lot of fun. Come check it out.
I do like watching women.
Yeah. There's a lot of senior women out there on my team, on other teams, just come out there and be like, what's up with that one? I'll introduce you, I'm not a hater at all.
So, when you say you're pitching,
it's underhand, it's slow pitch. Oh. So it's there. It seems easier to hit, but a lot of people go out there and struggle. It's like, okay, you think you're a champ, you can't even bat 500, which is going 2 for 4 in a game. A lot of people go out there and struggle, especially people that play ball, like baseball and all. It ain't that hard to go out there and make themselves look like a fool. So before you go out there, definitely hit the cages because it's a different game. And some of us pitchers, there's better ones than me. I'm not bad. They throw a lot of junk knuckleballs, curveballs. It's a lot more work, and especially pitching itself. Them dudes rock them balls back at you, and they be steaming. I still got a little whelp on my leg from Father's Day weekend 2016. Appreciate that, Dalton. Even though you're not on Facebook, somebody will tell you about it. Fucker hit me. Excuse my language. I ain't supposed to be cussing, but man, I still have a knot from almost 3 years ago. I'm not happy about this. But yeah, I've seen dudes get rocked on there. I have a helmet. I only wear it when I'm playing league, usually here in Allen. We're playing against conference teams. These dudes are A players, or they travel to play ball. I'm talking about they whack the ball, and the balls we use out there are hot. So I pitched the first league game out there. I know a bunch of other dudes on the other team. Our team in tournament wise, we'd be considered B, but these dudes are a bunch of A players on there. I'm talking about they were smashing the ball so hard. I was like, they ain't gonna try to hit me, but accidents happen. I had to get there. I'll look up some videos. I'll show you on Monday, and I'll show y'all too. Especially if you got a mask, protect yourself. Even me, when I usually don't do it, because then dudes, I'm talking about cut you wide open. My friend actually, Ken McCann, got hit this week playing league, and I think he said 7 fractures in his face. So
sounds like
wear your headgear out there. Don't be hard-headed like me and some other guys. Like I said, I have one. Thank God I still move a little quicker, but I already know once I'm playing upper ball, them ball travels way too quick. Dude's hitting it 100 miles an hour back at you. Big 6-foot dude. steroided up, shaved bats. Not all of y'all, but y'all know what I'm talking about. And trying to blast the middle.
Shave bats.
Yeah, they alter them. They pop the top out of them, and they thin the wall so the bat comes off. The ball comes off harder off the bat, like quicker.
So there's tips and tricks to softball.
Oh yeah, if you get caught with that though, you're facing a year suspension easy. Like some tournaments, they test them. A lot of people swing them. Like me, I don't hit home runs. I'm not trying to be that. If I shaved my bat, I probably could hit some more. But I just like base hitting. That's the way I was taught the game. Just get on base. Especially like this weekend, we got no home runs except for a designated home run hitter. So anyone else that hits a home run, it's an out. So me, I'm under 6 foot. I'm fat. I'm 36 years old. Gonna be 37. I have no business playing. You know what I'm saying? B, A ball. You know what I'm saying? Some of these dudes are ex-college ball players, minor league. You know what I'm saying? It's even like when you're CrossFit, you have your professional, your amateur. You know what I'm saying? You just know your ability. So it ain't saying like I'm a bad player if you're playing lower. It's just that these other guys, they still throw the ball 80 miles an hour. They still run like, what is the 40, a 4.4, maybe a 4.9, a 5. You know what I'm saying? They still got some speed. And they hit the ball, I'm talking about super hard, quick hands through the zone, and then like a dude. Even in the NFL, you don't see very many small guys playing position. You don't see many 5'8", 5'9" guys out there. Most of them are 6 foot and up, so it's kind of the same thing in softball. I'm not saying your size makes a difference because there's some dudes who are over 6 foot and can't get it out the infield. But yeah, that's the whole deal with the classification. It's just you playing your ability. Like you starting off, you do CrossFit, you're in good shape, but you would have to find what level you'll play at because you're playing third base in E-ball is not playing third base in C. Them balls hum. I mean, they know that's why I got this scar on my chin. It was actually a BP, damn thing knuckled, popped off my glove, hit me in my face. So yeah, playing infield's rough. So anyone that thinks slow pitch softball is easy, come on out. I'll let you pitch to us one time.
Damn. Got called out.
Yeah. But nah, some of them girls can whack the ball too. Like, that's why I'm out there this weekend because, like, my boys, I didn't get bumped to C because they messed up on my birthday. It's a whole mix up. We all should have been D. Our E team did good. At state, we placed third. At Battle of the Rings, we placed like 9th. So we did good enough in E to play in D, but our team split up. But a whole bunch of nonsense with the coach happened. He's known for cheating, so they tried to bump all of us from E to C, but I dodged the bullet because they messed up on my DOB. So, yeah. So, technically, everyone's talking about protesting Buddha this weekend out there saying I'm C, now I'm D, so don't waste your $100.
So...
But, yeah, that's what I'm looking for some B and C girls that want to play co-ed with us. I only got a few girls committed, so I have some spots open. Like I said, we won East State last year. We didn't do well at the Battle of the Rings. So I'm not going to point fingers. I could have done better in some positions, like certain spots, but definitely my defense, we could have played a lot better.
Now, I used to go to softball games to watch. If I remember correctly, a lot of people drink out there.
League ball is definitely, like snowball is coming up next weekend. Snowball. And I'm gonna load the video because coming up next weekend through the week, it's Kyle Pearson. He's a conference player. He has Mikan is a bat manufacturer. He has a bat named after him with his name on it, the KP23. So he actually gets paid to play softball. But out there at Snowball, they have what they call it's dodgeball, but with the softball. So you got to run basically from the left field foul pole to the right field foul pole and back. And the first one to get there and back without getting hit by a ball wins a bat. And we're going to show you this video. And y'all, we're going to load it up. We're going to show it to you. And some of y'all are going to be like, why would anyone do that? I'm talking about when you see this dude hit the ball, you're like, no. I'm talking, no, the dude crushes. And people are crazy for going out there doing it. But it's a lot of fun. But at Snowball, like it's unlimited home runs this tournament. A lot of the upper players, they come down to play because their circuit hadn't started yet. So this is kind of like a warm-up for them. They get to see everybody. A lot of people get flown in for this tournament to play. So they go out there and it's just a drink fest. Starts Friday night. There's co-ed and men. So they're just drinking, having fun, doing their extracurricular activities, making what one of my friends say bad decisions. But yeah, they're just out there having fun. It's kind of a big party before their circuit starts, like the majors. But a lot of local players, different people drive down there because you just get to go out there, whack the ball, and have fun. Only reason why I don't like snowball, really I don't drink, but that's not the reason why. Like LULAC, I don't drink either, but that's my favorite tournament. That's a Labor Day weekend in Abilene. It's because it's cold. I hate playing in the cold. The cold is horrible. Give me the 100-degree weather on the turf, even at like Mansfield, and it's like 115 with like on the turf. I would take that any day of playing anything under 55 degrees. I hate it. Especially at night with the wind blowing, it's a lot cooler. But yeah.
Sounds pretty crazy.
Yep.
So I was watching this, it was a long time ago. I don't remember if it was Jay Leno or one of the talk shows. And they had brought a bunch of the baseball players. No, let me rephrase that. They had brought on this player onto the show. And nobody had ever heard of this person. And Jay Leno was like, this dude is like the most popular person, you know, in the United States, and everybody was kind of confused. Like I don't really watch baseball personally, but so he goes on and shows a clip, and what had happened was this guy, just like he was out there sitting, you know, just out in the stands, and he's drinking a beer, and the baseball player gets up there and cracks it. Gah! That ball goes flying out there. While he's drinking his beer, talking to his buddies, the ball hits and knocks the beer out of his hand. And it shows him on the video like, oh my God, you know, like, you know, it is what it is. You know, it just happened to be sitting there, spilled his beer, right? He gets up, goes back to the concession stand, comes back, grabs another beer. A few innings later, same thing. He's still sitting there.
This. I need to look it up.
And the ball hits his beer out of the hand, and he's like, what the hell? Like, what are the chances of the ball hitting in the same place on the same dude and knocked out both his beers? So, yeah, he was on the John Lennon show.
He's probably drink and drive. God was telling him, put the beer down.
Yeah, that's...
Before you get a DWI.
That's crazy. What are the chances? You couldn't pay some guy to hit that same line drive, hit the same guy.
Yeah, especially a home run.
Right.
That's funny. Was it the same batter that did it?
No, it was a different guy.
Different guy, yeah.
Just happened to be...
He just didn't need to be drinking beer that day.
Or sitting in that seat.
Yeah, should pay attention.
So, yeah, that's pretty funny. But, so single girls on a softball team, huh?
Oh, I don't want someone cute. I make jokes about like why I don't date softball girls, but like the main reason I don't is like as a coach, I don't want to be like, nah, you don't want to play with him. That dude is a creep. He was hitting on me the whole time.
Right.
So I always say if I want to hit on drunk women with bad morals, I'll do it the old-fashioned way and just go to a bar. You know, I love y'all girls. I'm just playing because, you know, our softball guys, we got a bad rep as well. It's a whole big inside joke in the softball community. But, yeah, there's some good ladies out there.
So, like I was saying, I didn't ever grow up, like, watching baseball. So, when I got out of the Marines, me and a bunch of the buddies would stay in contact with each other. So... a lot of the different Marines live in different states throughout the United States, California, Boston, New York, New Jersey, Miami, wherever. And so one day I get a call from one of my buddies in the Marine Corps. He's just like, hey, we're going to go visit one of our buddies that lives in Boston. And I'm like, all right, yeah. I mean, it's been like 10, 15 years since we've seen each other. He goes, yeah, so they flew in from California, and there was a layoff in Dallas, and then to pick up and go to Boston. So I was like, sweet, I'll meet you guys in Dallas. So they flew in, we met up, hugged it out. It's been a long time. And then we flew into Boston. And he just kept saying, when we get to Boston, we're going to watch a Boston Red Sox versus a New York Yankee game. Which I didn't know they were rivals.
It's like one of the biggest rivalries.
Yeah, he said we're going to go to Fenway Park, we're going to eat hot dogs, and we're going to watch the game. We're going to sit over there by third base. I'm like, It's whatever. I don't care.
You're just going to.
We're just going to drink, hang out with the homies. So we get there. We go to some of the bars outside of Fenway Park. He had just bought a new house. His wife is pregnant, the guy who's hosting it. And so there's 4 of us to get there. And we're all talking smack. We're roasting each other. And then everybody's like, hey, let's get a game of golf first thing in the morning. So we're like, bet, let's do it. It's 1 or 2 o'clock in the morning. We're leaving the club. We're hitting up some late night places. And all I can think in my head is like, man, if tea time's at 8, I don't know how far the drive is. That means we got to wake up around 6:30. Like, man, it's time to get some shut-eye. So we get back to the house with all our food. We had some Chinese. And I'm setting my alarm clock. And everybody's like, all right, tea time. We got to wake up. We're going to hit it first thing in the morning. Go to the golf range. Cool.
You ever played golf before?
I have, like 2 times. Other than putt-putt. So I set my alarm clock. I go to bed. I lay down. I literally felt like I just closed my eyes. And next thing you know, I can hear, because it's like a 2-story house, wood house. In the East Coast, they got the basements. So I keep hearing like the wood of like somebody's walking around the house. And next thing you know, I hear some yelling and screaming. I can't believe this. When are you guys going to grow up? And then I hear the footsteps coming up the stairs. I'm like, what time is it? I look at my clock. It's like 6:15 in the morning. Kind of get up. Well, I see the host's wife walk by like to the upstairs shower. She goes, and where the hell is this shower curtain? She comes storming out of the restroom. I'm like, what in the world is going on? So I'm walking down the stairs, and I see my buddies in the kitchen, like, shaking his head, like, oh, man, I can't believe this. And I'm like, everything all right down here? And he's like, and they call me Spud in the military, so he's like, Spud, did you take a crap in my cupboard? And I'm like, what? He goes, did you take a crap in the cupboard? Of course, he used another word. And I was like, why would I take a crap in your cupboard? So he's like, look. And he points at it. And there is this big old steamy Dairy Queen looking swirl on top of it. Just a big old pile. I was like, dude, wow. That is a big pile of... He goes, yeah, it's not funny. I'm like, oh, all right. So one of the guys that slept on the couch, he gets like, and he gets up. He's like, what's all this commotion about? I'm like, dude, don't go in the kitchen. But did you take a crap in the cupboard? And he was like, what? I go, did you take a crap? He's like, why would I do that? I'm like, dude, I'm just saying, go look in the kitchen. He gets up and he's like, oh my God. So I walk upstairs. And 2 of the other guys that stayed in another room upstairs, and they looked at me like, Spud, what are you guys doing down there? I'm like, hey, you guys might want to go look what's downstairs. I'm setting them up. Like, I think he wants you downstairs. So they get up, they go walking down the stairs. And I'm upstairs like, what happened last night? And I could hear from downstairs like, what in the hell? So the host is upset about it. The wife is upset about it. We're confused. I finally put on like some shoes and socks and some pants, and I go downstairs. And he's upset. He's like, man, and he's looking at us like, dude, I don't go to y'all's house to take crap in your cupboard. I'm like, all right, hold on, dude. There's a great explanation. He's like, which one of y'all did it? And I was like, dude, I was up asleep in the room. Everybody was asleep in the room. So we're all pointing fingers at each other. So I'm like, hold on. So I kind of go looking at this turd. And I was like, all right, there's corn. I mean, there's some peanuts in this turd. So, who ate peanuts last night? So we all started looking at each other. And one of the guys drove in. But there was 3 of us, myself included, that flew from Dallas to Boston. And we ate peanuts on that plane trip. So we kind of looked at each other, and a part of me at that moment was like, was I that drunk? I mean, I ate peanuts, but I would never. I'd have to walk down the stairs, take a squat, and then somehow go upstairs and lay in bed. Yeah. I'm not saying that's impossible. I've done crazy things, but I was like, there's no way.
At the time you peed in the dresser.
So you gotta bring that up? So
I was saying, I don't think it was him. That's too far to walk. He did it in the dresser.
So we're trying to figure it out, but by then we're like, hey, dude, we got tea time. Let's
clean the turd up and go.
Yeah, let's clean this up. Let's just go play some golf. So we get out to the golf range, and we got our little golf carts, and he's already lightened up by then. Now we're gonna play some golf. But I get up there to tee off, and I could hear them in the back. You know what? I bet Spud's the kind of guy that would take a crap in somebody's house. You know what I mean? And I'm sitting there like, dude, I can hear y'all. And I tee it off, and I walk back, put my club back in the bag. The next guy gets up to tee off. I bet he's the kind of guy that would take a crap in somebody's cupboard. So we're just all talking smack. So, but we did end up making it to the Yankee-Boston game, and watching. This is when A-Rod and a lot of those Yankee players were playing. But it was a fun time. But that's every time somebody talks about baseball and talks about stuff like that, it reminds me of somebody took a crap in the cupboard.
You never found out who
now to this day.
I
mean, it still could have been me. I mean, I'm not saying it was, but we were that pretty loaded that who knows who.
Yeah,
who
I've seen your marine videos when they're in Hawaii.
Yeah, we were known to party.
Yeah, they were known to party. That's the thing with you two is like, I got incarcerated the first time, and like you're saying, it's a little different, but my luck of the draw, I'm from McKinney, Dallas, Texas. So, I ended up in El Paso. Way in El Paso, as far as I could get from where I live.
Right.
This last time I went to the feds, I could have went further than Louisiana. Mm-hmm. But there's Seagoville, there's Fort Worth, there's Bastrop, you know what I'm saying? There's Beaumont. I go out of state. So if I was a Marine, I would be up in Alaska, guarding Eskimo huts. This dude got to go to Okinawa, Thailand, Hong Kong, right?
Yeah, I've been to a few countries.
And then that's just 3. And then finally stationed on the beach in Hawaii. That's what I'm saying. When you watch their videos of the Marine, they're all on the VHS tapes because, we're kind of old. But they're a lot of fun. So one of them definitely taking a steamy pile of crap in a cupboard. That's something that's easy to believe, and actually I'm surprised it wasn't worse.
Yeah, I mean, we've done. So I'll share some more of my stories in future videos, but that's just one of my stories of when I got to go to Boston and watch the New York Yankees play against the Boston Red Sox, which is a pretty entertaining game. So I've been to Boston before, which is always fun to go to. I've been there more than once. What would you say your favorite trip is going out of town?
Man, I haven't really been out of town too much. Just kind of depends. They're all fun. Like I went out a few times. I was supposed to be out of town with your brother, Compass, and then the High Rollers lifestyle. We had some adventures. I'm going to talk much about that. But I don't know, Weddle's wedding in Lubbock was fun. Remember the taco bus?
Yeah, I do remember that.
Some trips in Austin. Like I went to San Antonio in Austin for my birthday. We floated the Comel River. There's a bunch of different ones. But I said even the softball trips, the Memorial Day shootout last year was a good adventure. This year we're talking about going to Worlds. So I don't know. It's hard to really pick one incident because last year at LULAC, the tournament, it was first time we took men's, women, and co-ed, and it was fun. Like bouncing, playing men's, for watching the girls play, to going back to men's, just driving around. That's my favorite tournament, definitely. I don't know, like I said, there's some good ones. We had a lot of fun in San Antonio. My boy Kyle got so drunk he was pissed on the bed. So he gets out of the bed and he's in there with his girlfriend and she's roommating with another girl. So he gets out of the bed and he walks over there to the other girl's bed and he picks up the covers like he's lifting the toilet seat and just goes to piss, and they're both yelling at him, but they don't want to grab him to tell him to stop because they don't want the hose just to so they let him finish. So the girl goes into my friend Kelly's bed, and then they bounce and they go back to Kyle and Garrett's room to sleep instead of cleaning up the bed. That was the kind of adventure that we were having down there. It's like a lot of fun. The softball tournament, out of town tournaments are fun. We're looking actually forward to going to Houston, but they're actually having North versus South here in March, so we don't have to go out of town for that one. But the next one we'll be going out to is Bud Fest and Bryan College Station down there. That's another big tournament. And then from there, we'll be back down in San Antonio Memorial Day shootout. But yeah. But like my boys, though, really, they travel every weekend. Kyle and Garrett, they come from Ardmore. They drive down here to play with us every weekend, just about. So they come down here and have some fun. So it's always like an adventure. Even then, like Battle of the Rings, it was my boy Kyle's birthday. He got so drunk as he missed the first game on Sunday morning. He's like, hold on, bro, I'll be out in a minute. And he's like, y'all left and took my card to get out. I was like, dude, but what were we supposed to do? You didn't answer the door so we could leave. I was like, we have to play. But yeah, like I said, so a lot of times they come down here, even like in Mansfield, it's an hour from McKinney. We get hotel rooms down there. So like this weekend, they're staying out that way. So like my team, the men's team is good enough to make it to Sunday. We play at 7 or 8 in the morning. So I'm going to stay out that way this weekend, kind of just have some fun and see how it goes. But yeah, he said a few different times. I'm looking forward to also doing some more traveling with your brother. I need to get him on here and let him talk about his shows coming up.
I know this weekend is also the Bellator. For those of you that like to watch MMA, Bellator is having they had a heavyweight tournament, like a bracket style, and Fedor Emelianenko, who was known for fighting back in Pride in Japan, he's fighting Ryan Bader, and it's for the heavyweight championship. So for those of y'all who don't have any plans, it's free on TV, and they've got another up-and-coming riser named Aaron Pico that's going to be pretty good. So there's 2 good fights that are coming up this weekend. I have a bachelor party that I'm putting together.
Oh, yeah?
For a friend. Haven't decided yet. It's top secret. Don't want to watch it. And then I'm doing a Olympic lifting class this weekend. That's going to be tomorrow, which will be pretty cool.
We're at the gym?
No, it's at a gym called, I think it's called Archon CrossFit.
Archon CrossFit.
Yeah, it's over on South Lamar Street.
Dallas?
Uh-huh. So I'll be there Saturday, but that's pretty much all I got going on this weekend. You got your softball?
Yeah. Maybe watch some of them fights, depending on what my women's team does.
Yeah, speaking of the fights.
3 and done for Saturday and short Sunday. Fights.
We got a fight tip for you guys.
Except for the ladies. I don't need my women's team especially watching this video because I don't want y'all getting any ideas when I'm getting on y'all's butt Saturday for not performing well, listening, or showing up late, especially you, Yvonne, if you're watching this. A headache. But anyway.
Here's a preview of the fights coming out Saturday, and also our fight tip of the week.
Definitely.
A legend reborn, 1 win away from the heavyweight title. January 26th, live and free.
That's the GOAT!
On Paramount Network, The Last Emperor, Fedor Emelianenko.
Wow!
Battles Ryan Bader in the finals of Bellator's Heavyweight Grand Prix.
Good night!
Plus a stacked card featuring one-punch knockout sensation Aaron Pico. Whoa! And the debut of pro wrestling superstar Jake Hager. Bellator MMA, live January 26th at 9 Eastern, 6 Pacific on the new Paramount Network.
Master Ken here to announce that Tiger Tuesdays are back in action. And in order to celebrate our 100th video upload to our YouTube channel, today we will be showing you 100 different ways to attack the groin.
We're going to do that now?
Yeah.
I didn't bring my cup.
That's fine. Ready? Hey!
If he could do it,
This isn't a movie.
he believed in himself. And you can too.
Oh man, you gonna put it on me like that?
You can do anything that you want. You can get singing lessons, get a better job, make more money. You could be even like rich. You could live in the White House someday. You could be president.
Me?
Do what you want to do.
You're
It's not about it's not up to other people.
It's true.
It's up to you.